Good evening, everyone. Sean Malone, Crisis Response International, March 5th update in our relief efforts in Ukraine. Tonight, as we sit home with friends and family, watching on the news, these are terrible events that are unfolding. You know, there's a lot of uncertainty in terms of what happens next and how far this actually goes. You know, in all politics and motives aside, one thing that is certain is that is a massive humanitarian crisis unfolding before our eyes, the likes of our generation has never seen. And so it's easy in situations like this to feel powerless, to feel hopeless, to kind of wring your hands and not know what to do. But I want to say this, everyone who's watching this video under the sound of my voice, there's something that you can do. And I want to give you specific ways that you can engage with this. Everybody can do something. But what's not okay is to do nothing at all. So as of today, it's our first full day on the ground in Krakow, Poland, and our team is setting up a base of operations. Their mission today was to identify a base of operations, a place to house responders, to house relief items, and to kind of set up those logistics so we can receive teams, to have a place to receive supplies. We're working with a local church where they're receiving refugees, and we're over there working with them, loving on people, distributing resources. And in addition to that, we're going to be going down to the border where thousands and thousands of refugees are trying to get across the border, where they need aid, medical attention. And, you know, as of tonight, we have over 40 CRY-trained responders who have raised their hand and said, yes, I'm willing to go and serve. And wave 1, 2, and 3 are filled up. Wave 4 is almost filled up. Wave 5 is open. But I want to say this, guys, we need more responders. We need people who are willing to go. And I just want to speak to something real quickly. You may be uncertain. You may be a little fearful. I want to say our operations in Krakow, Poland, this is a safe place. It's a city. There's security. The lights are on. There's no threat of invasion or anything like that. Anybody can go there and serve as long as you're a CRY-trained responder, you're in good physical health, good mental health, and you just want to share the love of Jesus. Go ahead online, go ahead and sign up, and we can walk you through that process. Now, let me say this, another way that people can help, anyone can do this, click share this on your social media, share this with your friends and family. If this is in an email, forward it to everybody that you know. CRY is a legitimate relief organization. We just love God. We love people. We want to help people, and we're actually doing that right now with boots on the ground. And so go to your community. Pastors, I want to say this to you. Hey, look, this is a great way for your church to engage. You guys can gather supplies. You can get your people trained. We can help train your whole church so you can send teams with us over to Ukraine. We would love your support. We would love your partnership. We covet your prayers. And this is a great way to express the love of Jesus and engage with this global event that's unfolding right now. And so please, please, please share the word, get the word out. Another way that you can serve is that CRY only deploys trained volunteers. And so if you've been trained, go ahead and sign up online. We are going to be sending teams down to the border region and maybe even to Ukraine itself. We know that's not for everybody. We're not going to make people do that if you're uncomfortable with that. But you can go online and get trained. And I want to make a specific call tonight to first responders, military personnel, medical personnel, nurses, doctors, EMTs, firemen. We need you. We need you, as this effort escalates and as we go down to the front lines areas, we could really use your help. Now, if you send an email to training@cryout.com, we will send you a coupon code, walk you through the process. You can go online, get trained quickly, and we do require that. So everybody's trained, everybody's on the same page. You understand how we operate, what our values are, what our mission is, and how we execute that mission. And so we want to just say thank you. We welcome you to respond with us as our medical operations ensue. And then also as we plan to bring resources into Ukraine itself and help supply the resistance and assist refugees getting out. The other thing I want to say, guys, can you imagine the psychological toll on the people. Could you imagine right now if you were just ripped out of your home or bombs were dropping in your neighborhoods? Sometimes we look at these events and we just think, well, that's a million miles away and those people are different from us. No, they're just like us with, friends, families, jobs, possessions, homes that they love, and to be uprooted and suddenly this mass exodus. There's a huge psychological toll unfolding right now. We need cry-trained chaplains. And so, again, you could take that training online. You can figure out how to become a cry-trained chaplain. And we actually have a chaplain training coming up in just a couple of weeks. And what you can do is you can come to the Cry base, get our chaplaincy training. We're going to have Mike Hutchings there, Mickey Stonier, and you're going to get training in all of these different elements and how to care for the emotional and spiritual trauma that people are going through right now. And then you can immediately deploy from the Cry base, and you can go online, you can find out more about that. We're working on the logistics of this, and we're going to get that posted real soon. But we need people who want to help pastor people and help with the stress and the trauma of this really intense situation that's unfolding. Now, lastly, another way that you can help right now is you can help financially support the relief operations. I want to give you very specific ways and very specific things that you can help underwrite. So each Cry responder who's going in, we have logistics up in New Jersey. Our teams currently are flying out of JFK, and as they arrive from their originating flight, they have to go back through security. And what we're doing with the partnership of some other organizations and different people who are sending supplies and resources, and different churches who are packing extra large duffel bags and sending them up there. We're paying the airlines, which for whatever reason, I don't know, normally we get them in free. The airlines is charging us for that baggage. It's about $3,500 for about a dozen to 16 extra large duffel bags. But we're getting, medical supplies in, combat trauma kits. We're getting, socks and hygiene items right on the ground to these refugees. They're being distributed even today. And so if you want to underwrite that, we're looking for more efficient ways to do it. We're trying to buy resources on the ground in Krakow. And you can give to, that way. We want to buy emergency food and blankets and other relief items that are needed. But supplies are beginning to get thin, and the cost of those resources are also going to be going up. Another thing that we're doing is we are renting a home, a big house in Krakow, where all of our teams, we're going to have anywhere from 15 to 30 people. So you can imagine we need this one place we're looking at today. We'll find out tomorrow if we get it. It's going to cost us about $5,000 a month to be able to rent this place that's big enough to house supplies, house resources. And we're looking for people in churches who will help underwrite this. Lastly, we have to rent a crew van to be able to move people from the airports, move people to the Relief Operations Center, and even move people down to the front lines itself. And so that's going to be about $3,500 a month for the crew van, and a box truck that we can move these resources to where they need to go. Medical supplies. If you have connections for medical supplies, there's a list there on the website, and you can send an email to deployment@cryout.com so we can get these resources right to the front lines. And so anyway, those are a couple of very particular ways that you can actually engage in this. Everybody can do something, whether it's deploying, sharing this, going to your churches, gathering resources and supplies, or actually underwriting some of these critical things that we need to get in place. Guys, this is like a military campaign. You got to have transportation. You got to have logistics. You got to have housing. You got to have these things in place so we can accomplish our mission, help the people in Ukraine, and share the love of God. But I'm asking you to engage tonight, put your compassion into action, and please support our relief efforts in the Ukraine. God bless you guys. Have a great night, and hope to see you soon.
Hi, my name is Natasha Istiman, and I'm with Crisis Response International, and Team 1 has safely made it to Krakow, Poland. I'm currently standing in front of the church that our organization will be able to partner with to bring relief efforts to the refugees that are fleeing from Ukraine to Poland. One of the greatest needs on the ground right now is we need food, non-perishable food items, hygiene products, and medicine. A lot of the pharmacies in Ukraine, if not all of them, have run out of meds for people. So I just wanted to show you all the hostel area where the church is housing the refugees that are coming from Ukraine and their living space currently. So our teams will have the opportunity to partner with this church to help feed the refugees. They have a little kitchenette here for food, snacks.